Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about facial massage. So when I say it's going to be about facial massage, I mean that it's going to be about what exactly facial massage is, why it's beneficial, and whether or not it's something you should consider doing. This is a question I get asked a lot. What is facial massage? Why do it? That is a question that I get all of the time, and it is because I am known for loving facial massage, namely my rose quartz roller, but I also have a jade roller and a Gua Sha. I love facial massage. I think that it's great. I personally think that it helps me a lot, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So part of what manufacturers of these things claim to be effective about these are the materials from which they're made. So for example, rose quartz is supposed to have healing benefits. It's supposed to be a stone of love, things like that. Now, personally, I'm not really into all of that stuff, so that's not the way that I approach it. I approach it from a strictly like physiological standpoint. What is it actually doing for my body? So that's really what I'm going to be talking about here. Okay, so facial rolling is something that I do every single day. I will do it twice a day if I have the time. The reason that facial rolling is really beneficial is because it helps with lymphatic drainage. So it can help you with any type of facial puffiness, redness, inflammation. It's a very soothing sensation. Roll in specific types of patterns, and it is supposed to be helpful. Another thing that makes these really soothing is that they are naturally very cool. They are very cool feeling stones. If you want an extra burst of coolness, you can pop them in the fridge or the freezer, or you could just store them there and it keeps them really cold, which is the best sensation ever. Now, in terms of helping with lymphatic drainage and depuffing, I really do think that these are super beneficial. If I've had a night where I've eaten a lot of salt, or I just feel extra bloated the next morning, if I'm having a moment where I feel bloated for no reason at all, this is something that actually helps depuff my face, because when I'm bloated, I have moon face. I really do look like I've gained about 15 pounds in my head alone, and this is something that really helps me. I just roll for probably 2 or 3 minutes, and it really does bring back the structure of my face. It makes me feel a lot less puffy. Another thing that this helps with is puffy eyes. That's why these have these opposite ends. They have 2 ends. So they have the larger end, which is for the majority of your face, the bigger parts of your face, and then they have these smaller ends, which is for the contours of your face. So you can use this in your eyes, in your cheek contour, your nose, the bridge of your eyebrows. It's a great tool for that. Another reason that these are great is because they help with product absorption. So I tend to use these after I've put a serum or an oil on my face, and that's because not only does the oil or the serum help them glide across the skin better, there's never any tugging, pulling, anything like that. It really does help the product absorb fully into the skin. You're working it in more as opposed to just massaging it with your fingers. This, in my opinion, is a much more beneficial way to do that, because not only are you working the product into your skin, but you're also helping stimulate that lymphatic drainage. So the Gua Sha essentially has the same benefits, but it's just, in my opinion, a lot less convenient. But at the same time, they're also typically cheaper. You can get a Gua Sha, a jade roller, a rose quartz roller, any of those types of things on Amazon if you want to. I don't think that you can get them at like Walmart or anything like that. But I tend to not use the Gua Sha as much, just because I feel like it does similar things. If I'm feeling particularly tense in my jaw area, or I feel like I'm having some type of TMJ issue, this is what I'll go for, because this is a little bit more of a deep tissue type deal. You really get it in there and you just kind of scrape. But this is supposed to help with inflammation, drainage, you know, puffiness, all of that stuff. And this, again, is a very cool stone, but you can also keep it in the fridge or the freezer, and it does make it even colder. So do I think that everyone needs these or would benefit from these? I'm gonna be completely honest. No, I don't think that everyone needs these. Do I think that it's a very nice self-care step? That's something that takes a little bit more time. It makes you feel a little bit more luxurious, makes me feel like I'm doing a little bit extra for myself. Yes. I really do think that that is an amazing thing for anyone to have. Also, just being completely honest, I don't know if it's focusing on my face. I think that this is a great thing for people to have, but I don't think that it's necessary. Like, if you have to skip out on some other step to have this in your routine, then no, I would definitely say opt out. But These things can be really affordable. You can get them for as cheap as like $10, I think, for a pair probably. This one is more on the expensive side. It is real rose quartz and it is beautiful and it is really sturdy and it will probably last me for the rest of my life. I've dropped it a million times and it still is in perfect condition. That's what I would say is the biggest downside, is a lot of manufacturers of Gua Shas and jade rollers and rose quartz rollers don't use heavy duty materials and they fall apart really quickly. But with ones that you invest in, like this one I think is $60, I'm pretty sure this will last forever. It is so heavy, sturdy, it's beautiful. This one was $20 for the pair and I really do feel like this is significantly more sturdy than any other jade roller I've ever had. But it's still, I'm not sure. I haven't had it forever, so we shall see. I will link both of these below. This is a pair and then this one comes individually and you can check them out if you want. But again, like this is a step that I personally really value in my routine. I see benefits myself, but is it necessary? Is it something that you will absolutely perish without? No. But it is a really lovely step. It is something that makes me feel like I'm really loving myself that day or that moment. It is literally a moment that you are taking specifically to be selfish, to be for you, to help yourself. And I think that that's a really beautiful thing. I think that we really, as a people, should spend more energy on pampering ourselves, because I feel like a lot of times we spend so much time and effort doting on others that we forget about ourselves. And we can't give what we don't have. So you need to fill your cup before you can fill others. And this is honestly one of the ways that I fill my cup. I absolutely love these. They are an amazing step. They make me feel really good. They're bougie and they're beautiful. And I really, really love them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope you had a great weekend and I hope you have a great week. I will see you on Wednesday this week because I am uploading my first vlog on Wednesday. And I also will be going back to my normal setup next week, next Monday, or no, Friday. I'll be going back to my normal setup on Friday, unless you prefer this more casual type setup where I'm like literally sitting on the floor and have my camera propped up by the window. If you prefer this, let me know. But otherwise, I will be going back to sitting in that chair on Friday. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all on Wednesday. Bye.